done setting up all the life totals, as you can see, 12 and 6 here. It's before the last attack. And so the last thing I have to do in After Effects is to render this out as a PNG sequence to get ready to go into Premiere. So I do is I go Composition, Make Movie, save here, and this option down here, and I'll click on each of these. And this one's already set, but what I basically look for here is to make sure it says Work Area Only. Actually, I want the Work Area Only. If I did length of the comp, it would be the whole composition, which doesn't really matter in this case, but this is what I use. And then I go on the second one here, go to PNG, or first I need to render out the audio, so I do WAV, OK, and then where do I want to put it? Oops. YouTube, final renders, 2.5, let's call it sequence 1. Hit render, and this doesn't take long, it's just rendering out the audio file, there's no images or anything. So it's just making that. So if I go in here and look at renders, see it made me this audio file. Then I delete this off of my sequence, because that render's done. And do Composition, Make Movie again. And this time I'm changing this to PNG sequence. And I leave it under no compression. Hitting. And then I need to make a folder in my final renders folder here. So takes a second. I'll just PNG. And save. And then I'll save my project before I render it. And then you're just going to hit render, and that's going to start your render going for your images. And that will dump a bunch of image files into this folder. It'll start to fill up. Actually, I'll go ahead and show it to you here. So it's starting the render. You can check the folder. You can see it's starting to put these images in here. So update it. See. Putting all the images in there, and make a image sequence that I can then take into Premiere. So once that's done, we'll go over in Premiere. It's going to take about 40 minutes. It says its prediction is 40 minutes. So as you can tell, rendering is a lot of the time that it takes to make these videos. I might speed up actually when I stop recording, but it does take a little while for this to render, and this is probably the most time-consuming thing to do is render. So when I get done with this, then I'll go over to Premiere and we'll pick up back there.